I have not shaved my legs in over a year.
Hello and welcome back to our bedtime stories. Adult bedtime stories, as you know, will not help you go to sleep. There's no benefit from this story. It is just some events put together. This story here is found in Surat An-Naml 20 and 21, but it is, as usual, taken from the Targum of the Jews, bedtime stories for Jewish kids or fairy tales. So please don't count on these stories to put you to sleep. They might just cause you more insomnia. And our story today is Malice in the Palace. And before we go too far, I just want to get a definition for this word. Old English word malice is the desire to do evil. So we're going to continue today in the stories of King Suleiman. And today, if you thought the ant last time was smart, wait until you see the Hud Hud. The Hudhud is the bird that you see in the picture, or Hopoo Bird. We're going to see what's the malice is all about, what's the extreme anger is all about in the king's palace. Before we go too far, as you know, we have to take care of our legal obligations. I'm going to let my friend here tell you exactly what that is all about.
For about 15% of adults, insomnia is chronic and can affect their mood, daytime alertness, performance, mental well being, and physical health. Insomnia is a sleep disorder that can make it hard to fall asleep, hard to stay asleep, or cause a person to wake up too early and not be able to get back to sleep. In acute insomnia, sleeplessness lasts for days or weeks and is usually tied to a temporary stressful situation. Insomnia is considered chronic if a person has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep at least 3 nights a week for a month or longer. Disclaimer: Adults' bedtime stories bear no legal responsibility in case after hearing the story and you are still unable to sleep. We bear no liability, no accountability, and no blame to be placed on adults' bedtime stories. This introduction was outsourced by Adults' Bedtime Stories.
So Al Hudhud today is going to be court-martialed. Is going to be the intention is to kill him, slaughter him. Why? Why the little tiny bird? What did he do? Why are all the guns pointing towards the Hudhud, this peaceful bird? So for all those who served honorably among the bird's army, and those who protected the soldiers as they went to war, and those who were fallen during the battles. They gave the ultimate sacrifice among the Hudhud. We're not going to ignore those families who served together as husband and wife, Hudhud. Don't ignore the East Coast, West Coast battles. Yeah, Shia, Sunni battles, Shafi'i, Maliki, all included today. Father Hudhud, Mother Hudhud, Mother Chicken, call all the birds. Let them listen to this genius Hudhud today. Okay, let's begin. King Suleiman was sitting on his throne one day, planning the next invasion. And of course, as we told you last time, he traveled with his soldiers. He has an army made of men, birds, jinn, all kind of animals. And he has a carpet that seats 600,000 soldiers. All of a sudden, the king got very, very upset. He had malice in his heart, hence, malice in the palace. He looked at the carpet. It did not look the same. It didn't look the same as the previous trip. What was different in this trip? He looked at all the Abdul soldiers, they were there. All of them were there. He looked at the jinn. They were there. He looked at the bird army. Something was missing from the bird's army. What was missing? The Hudhud. The Hudhud was not there. But how did he know? I'll tell you in a minute. But the Hudhud had three jobs, three distinct jobs to do. He will look at the ground and he will see underground water. So he was the engineer for the army. So without him, they can't travel. Very good reason. Did you hear of Bir Zamzam? Zamzam well, where they get, well, they just discovered that is the water there is all manufactured by England and the United States. That's a different story, though. Another job that this Hudhud has is to spot women with hairy legs. And I think that's very beneficial for King Suleiman since he likes women. So the Hudhud was missing. How did he realize? How did King Suleiman realize that the Hudhud was missing? That takes us to his job number 3. One of the Hudhud job is to cover the sun in a certain area. So when the carpet is flying, Suleiman will not get hot. So Suleiman was upset. He was livid. He said, bring this Hudhud here, Hopoo Bird here. I'm going to slaughter him. I'm going to kill him. Why is he missing? How are we going to find water? How are we going to have shade from the sun? And more importantly, how are we going to find women without hair in their legs? So the Hudhud comes and he begins telling the story. He said, King Suleiman, I was not absent just for no reason. I traveled to this kingdom. I traveled to this kingdom way down south. And I found a kingdom where they worship the sun. And what is more strange, King, they have a woman as their king. They call her the queen over there. She was ruling the people. They have camels. I didn't see anyone drinking camel urine, but she was in charge of all the men. Would you believe that, King? I told you I have a good reason for not being there. I don't know how Kim got in there. But that queen was very strong. The men listened to her. Can you imagine that, King? So the king was very livid. He was very upset. I need that throne right here. I need the jinn to go travel to that kingdom and bring that queen right here to my kingdom. Bring me that throne. So the jinn listened to him and they brought the queen. And the queen came to the palace of King Suleiman. And as you see, the Hudhud hair spotter is sitting right there in the window. And as the Queen of Sheba walked through the marble floor, she lifted her dress because she thought that was water. They saw her legs. She had hair. The Hudhud said to the king, I see hair. You believe me now?
I have not shaved my legs in over a year.
And from there, close shaving for women began. It's an axe, but it's suitable for that time. So the message is, oh, there's no message.